that much, and I'll admit that.
Yeah.
But maybe it's the algorithm. So maybe I kind of came off a little strong.
Yeah.
But why do you think that is? That the algorithm comes off with only the OnlyFans girls, or only the kind of like social media models, and not the intellectual women?
Well, we brought women in from different types of professions: doctors, lawyers, estheticians, different types of professional fields.
I'm asking, why do you think that the algorithm?
I'm gonna explain that. So the thing is that typically the smarter women don't say as much. It's the dumb ones that are loud. Those are the ones that get the clips. And then that's how you see it on your feed, and you're like, oh my God, this OnlyFans girl. But the reality is that that's just one girl on the panel versus the other girls are silent. The memorable ones are the idiots, and those tend to be the OnlyFans girls.
I don't really think that's true though. Because I've watched a couple, it got to a point where I was like, okay, I don't really want to watch anymore, but I watched a couple.
Yeah, if you watch it, then you should know that like a majority of the girls are not OnlyFans girls. Some are, but not a majority. Can we pull up the stats in the different career fields, actually?
Yeah. I would like to watch the videos.
We've interviewed over 3,000 girls.
I really would like to watch the videos, I swear.
Yeah, so a majority definitely aren't OnlyFans girls. Those are just the people that you remember because those are the ones that like go viral.
Okay, I don't have TikTok, so that's why I'm
YouTube
asking.
Shorts, Instagram, people put our stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's
what made you ask this question though?
I mean, do you agree or disagree?
I think everybody has their own path. I don't really think women should marry young before 24.
Yeah, but there are tried and true paths though that just simply work. For example, if I want to be a doctor, there's a path for that. I can't just sit here and say, I have my own path. Like, no, you got to go to med school.
What does that have to do with marriage, though? Because I'm going to go to law school, right? I want to, me personally.
Yeah.
But I'm 22.
Yeah.
I started a little late. I was a student athlete, whatever.
Yeah.
But what does that have to do with marriage? Like.
Okay, so do you think that your law degree or you becoming a lawyer is going to dictate your ability to find a man?
No.
Okay, so would it be fair to say that like a woman's career isn't that important as they think it is to finding a man?
I think they're two separate things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do understand that pursuing the career directly puts the other one in jeopardy. For example.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that?
I don't, yeah.
Okay. Why do you not agree with that?
Because I think that if you're pursuing a career, you're going to find someone that's aligned with that. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're trying to be a lawyer, you're going to be working pretty hard, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be studying.
Yeah.
Then you're going to maybe make partner at a firm one day or whatever. You're going to be working a lot of hours, right?
And I assume, me personally, that your partner, as I have my partner, I assume that you're making that plan with them. So you guys are kind of aligning your lives with each other.
Do you think men want to date someone else that's career oriented?
I'm sorry?
Do you think men want to date someone else that's career oriented like them?
Maybe not.
Would you want to date a guy that takes longer to get dressed than you and gets his nails done every week and maybe wears high heels on Sundays?
But that has nothing to do with being career oriented.
I'm going somewhere with this. Would you want a guy that does that?
I wouldn't mind.
That wears heels?
I mean, wears heels, that means that they're probably not sexually oriented as I am, maybe.
You mean as in they're not masculine?
Heels?
They're not masculine?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's
not attractive, right?
But that statistically aligns with being sexually oriented.
I don't know what you just said.
Oriented, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what you just said. But what I'm trying to describe here is that you don't want a feminine man, correct?
I've been with feminine men.
And how did that work out?
I just left because I was going through my own personal things, but yeah.
Yeah. So you didn't find them attractive. What I'm trying to say here is that men don't care.
But that doesn't matter. Feminine and masculine men, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about marriage. And your partner personally. Your personal preference as a partner.
Let me be very blunt about this. Okay. Men don't give a fuck about a woman's career. And the reason why we don't is because we don't want to date ourselves. So you getting a law degree and rising up the ranks and making partner one day doesn't make you sexier. I would argue it actually makes you hold on.
Looking to be sexier by looking for a
No,
career.
but here's the problem. Women think that their career defines their value, which it doesn't. This is why men typically want younger women. We don't care about your career and your money and everything else. We don't want to date ourselves. If I'm a lawyer as a guy, why would I want to date a girl that's also a lawyer that's not going to have time for me?
The reason why is because you don't see women as women. You don't see women as a human.
I don't see them as human.
No, you don't. You see them as a person that's going to give birth to a... You see them as a breeder. You see them as someone that's going to give your child and is going to be a housewife. And that's fine if a woman wants to be that.
So you don't want to be a housewife, you?
I do, but there's a balance. is about, I don't want to be a housewife, I want to be a mother. And you can be both. You can be both. I don't know where this conversation came from that you can't be both.
See, this is one of the feminism lies.
So you can be a dad, right? You can be a father.
Yeah.
And you can have a career.
Yes.
But I can't be a mother and have a career.
No, because it's my job to provide and protect. It's your job to nurture the child.
Okay.
And if you're working at work all the time, you can't nurture the
But
child.
I'm not working all the time. I'm not.
You said you want to be a lawyer, right?
Yeah, but I'm
You
not.
do understand that being a lawyer.
My partner, I work as a legal assistant, and my boss is a partner. She owns her firm with her husband,
Yep.
who is also a partner.
Did she cut her hours back?
Just the same as her husband. Her husband comes in later because he drops off the kids. She comes in earlier, and she leaves earlier.
Okay.
Because she goes to pick up the kids.
So she went ahead and prioritized the kids then. She put the law firm.
But so did the father.
He probably
because
works.
he came in later. He came in at 12 o'clock to drop off the kids.
I
at 9 in the
guarantee
morning.
you. He probably
work
works
there.
more hours.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't because I'm his assistant.
And
I'm
even-
both of their assistant, and you can't. You're gaslighting right now.
I'm not gaslighting. You're just being
you
emotional.
are because I'm not being emotional.
You're being very emotional.
I love this. This is what I wanted.
Well, again, men don't care about women's careers. I get
Because
you're
you
saying.
don't care about them as humans. A career? Why do you chase your career? No, don't chase it to him. Why do you look for your career, right? Why do you look for your career? Did you have a dream to be a provider? Or because you have a career, you have a dream to be more.
See, you can't ask me a question then not let me answer it. Men have to provide, women don't have to. That's the difference.
That's not true.
Absolutely. How many, as a man, if you're a bum, your ability to find women is going to be tarnished. But as a woman, if you don't have a job, you can still find a guy to take care of you. It doesn't work the same way.
That's how it's been built. I
know.
didn't build it that way.
I know, but that's my point.
I wish I could
But
dismantle
that's
it
my
the way
point.
that you want to dismantle it.
No, I'm not trying to dismantle it. I think we need to keep it. I think women shouldn't work. I think they should be at home.
I don't think so. I don't think so because women have more to give than to just raise a child. You don't think
That's
that?
the most important thing.
You don't think that we don't
Raising
you
a
don't
child,
think that
raising a child is the most important thing a woman can do, by far.
Okay, but fathers also have a role in that, and mothers also have another role in the world. How many inventions have women made? I don't
None.
even have the statistics.
None.
That's a straight up lie.
Men have invented.
That's a straight
No, I
up
can tell you
lie.
because I've talked about this.
That's
Men have
straight up
invented 90+% of inventions that you enjoy. Women don't invent anything, and they don't have infrastructure jobs. This is what I'm telling you. They need to be home with kids because even when they do get jobs, they get air-conditioned, cushy jobs where they're just sitting behind a desk. They don't work real hard jobs a lot of times. And here's the thing too. You're saying, "Oh, career." You just
I'm not
admitted
saying
it.
that. I'm
Like
not saying
I don't,
that.
like most women don't even want a career.
I'm not saying that though.
You're
Why are
making
you
the argument for that.
Because some do,
A majority don't
but some do, and why is that going to count off all other women?
because they've been lied to. It's not until they get older then they wake up and realize that this was a
So
waste of
because I
time.
want to be a lawyer, I've been lied to.
Yes, feminism is lied to.
That doesn't have anything to do with feminism. I have a dream. I have a dream. Where did that go?
And where'd you get that dream from?
From being raised as a human with my own dreams, with my own sense of self.
Guys, it's so deep that she doesn't even know that feminism is what has programmed her to think this way. Yes.
How does that have anything to
Feminism has psyoped women like you to think
but why is that,
that
a bad
pursuing
thing, to be equal? So if
because men and women aren't equal.
according to you,
We're not equal.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're not psychologically, physically.
Yeah.
But we're still human. I'm still a human, and I deserve the same things that you do. I know that you're stronger than me. I
You
know
should
that
be
you're
focusing
stronger
on
than me.
kids. Women should be focusing on kids and raising a family.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah.
You're
Women
just
should,
saying that because you just. I don't even know why. You're
I mean, it's the
saying
truth. The majority of women would prefer to stay at home and raise kids than work a career.
that. Okay.
Hey man, can you stop with the random shouting?
No, stop.
Can you stop?
Even if that's true, the majority. So where does that other minority lie? They're discarded. They don't matter. So the minority of men who don't want to be providers, they don't matter to you?
What are you talking about? Men that don't want to be providers?
Yeah.
Well, again, that's a problem because of feminism. Feminism is effective on genders.
But that's a political propaganda that's happened. That's above all of us. Neither you or I or you or any of us have anything to do with the political propaganda that has become a part of the system.
Well, you can choose to accept the propaganda or understand how things really work. You've accepted the propaganda.
I haven't.
You have.
I haven't.
You have. You're indoctrinated by
Why?
feminism.
Why do you think that?
You're
You
literally
haven't
talking
even
about.
had an actual talk to
I've been
me.
listening
No,
to you very
you-
closely.
You've just been trying to drown me with your thoughts. That's what you've done.
No, I'm just saying that you've been indoctrinated by feminism, and
Why?
this is what
Okay,
happens.
why have I been indoctrinated?
Because you're pursuing a career over family, and you think that.
I'm not though. I have a man. I'm 22. Who says we're not gonna have children? Who says that when I become a lawyer and I pass the bar exam and I'm a lawyer and I have my own firm, I'm not gonna be like, okay, I have enough
All right.
money to
If he said,
myself to my children.
if you said tomorrow, quit law school and let's focus on having a family, would you quit?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
There you go. So
if he had
there you
enough,
go.
if he had enough to support us, because does he have enough to support us? And I quit my job and we have no money. I'm not gonna raise my child with no money. My parents came here as immigrants and they want a better life for me. That's why I have a dream. Because my parents came here with nothing. And I'm sure your parents came here with the same. So you made this whole brand, Fresh and Fit podcast, to bring more for your family, correct?
Yeah, but I'm a man. That's my
So
duty.
why can't I? I'm the oldest child. What if I'm the only child?
No, that's great, but I think women should be
why can't I have
prioritizing.
more?
No, again.
I'm sorry, but I live in Miami where
interrupt
most
a lot.
men. No, I'm talking and you're trying to interrupt me. I have a point to make.
No, well,
Here in Miami,
I'm trying
and I'm
to
telling
respond to what
you,
you're
you don't
saying.
live here in Miami, and I'm
I do.
trying to tell you.
I do actually live
no,
here.
were you born? Were you born here?
Actually live here.
No, were you born here?
What does that have to
sorry.
do with anything?
Let me fix my phrase. Sorry. Were you born and raised here in Miami?
This is insufferable. This is insufferable.
Okay, and it's the same way for me. Were you born and raised here?
You have not made one concrete argument yet.
Were you born and raised here? Answer my question. No, you weren't. So you don't know the culture like I do because I was born and raised here. And men here,
The world is a lot
men
bigger
here,
than Miami.
men here are influenced by men like you. And you know what they look for? They look for a girl who, what can they bring to the table? They look for a girl who, I don't know what they look for in a girl. But then guess what? They're in the passenger seat of their best friend's car, renting a fucking Lamborghini, going to Sexy Fish who means nothing to me, having these conversations. I don't want a man that says that all I apport to the world
Where are you going with this?
is that you are trying to put a thought in my head.
Put a what?
Trying to put a thought into my head that's not what it is.
You're not trying to put a thought in your head.
Yeah, you are.
What's the thought I'm trying to put in your head?
That women only need to be housewives and breeders, basically.
I think they need to be prioritizing family and children, not a career.
Who says that they can't
You
do
can't
both,
prior-
though?
you can't.
How can you do
You can't.
both? So then
You
you,
can't.
okay, so then we're
can't.
at the same level that men are not fathers. They're just providers and they just make money, and men are just mothers.
Yes.
The woman
Stays home and the man goes to work.
So men are not
That's how it's
fathers.
always been.
Men are not fathers, and they have no. If you
That is being a father.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. And the whole. Wow. I can't even.
You're wasting your time on this guy.
Someone gets it.
You're not making any sense.
All I hope is that the
She's
woman
not
that
making
sees
any
this
sense.
podcast is that
She makes zero
you have
sense,
a dream
guys.
and you matter. You're not just a breeder.
She makes zero
And
sense.
I do make sense.
You make
I
zero
do.
sense,
I
but
do
it's
make
okay.
sense. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Makes zero sense.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, that's it. Celebrating now. They made no sense. Celebrating an L.